Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to day 4. Oh, get to meet my plant. This is Wajet. This is the first time I have ever kept a plant alive. Hey, good morning, sis. Good morning. Here, let me get set up over here. I am going to set my altar up. You guys get to meet all my goddesses who help take care of me and help keep me in feminine balance. So I'm going to light the altars this morning. Hey, good morning. Let's see. Yep. Welcome to my space. There we are. Okay, so I'm going to just set this over here for now. And I'm going to see if we can do this meditation upright. So that people stop having to see this turning sideways. Grand rising, everybody. Okay, let me light the altars. Oops, here we go. Let me just turn it over here so you guys can see that part. So today is day 4 of our heart detoxifier meditation. Small prayer that balance can be restored to our hearts. And good morning, good morning. There we are. So let me see if you guys can see me this way. I'm going to stay upright, and if not, then I am going to turn it around. There we go. Okay, all right, I think that works. Some little crooked, so let me fix that. Don't like things when they're out of alignment. So there we go. Let's see if we can set it like that. All right. Good morning, everybody. I'm so glad you guys are here with me. Thank you. So today is day 4 of our heart detoxifier. And I wanted to share, so the incense that I'm using today for the goddess altar is copal. And for anybody who doesn't know, about the benefits, the strength of copal, it's a really, really powerful incense. It's used in India, and it was used by the Mayans in the temples, and it removes entities from your space that don't belong there. So actually, you know what? I think I can pull this a little bit closer, just so you guys can hear me a little better. Yeah, copal incense is used to remove entities from the space that don't belong there. And so I thought that was a really fitting incense to light today on day 4, because each day, I'm just letting spirit guide me, because after the first or second day, I was like, well, what else can I say about the heart? We're just gonna jump in and detox and close it out in a few minutes. But each day, spirit keeps bringing up something more, to speak about. And some of the times when our hearts are out of balance, when our hearts are heavy, when we're carrying things, it's because we have entities there, and those entities can be energetic entities, they can be thought form entities, or they can be people who we have not karmically cut ties with, who are still holding power over us because of some issue that we've had in the past. And we're connected by some type of emotion that we haven't healed yet. So what I have today for us, we have, and I'll share this in the comments again today. We have a cord cutting. So every day I like to put a frequency to go with it, because while we do this work, it's so beneficial to just use a sound frequency, because without having to do anything extra, the sound frequency is vibrating with all of our 30 trillion cells and helping to get them in alignment with our intention for the day. So we're going to be listening to this. So I hope you guys can hear me over the sound of this. But yeah, this cord cutting sound frequency is going to help us do this work today. So let's go ahead and begin. We've done our prayer and open the space. So let's go ahead and just take the left hand and put the left hand over the heart, and put the right hand on top of the left to support it, and just take a deep breath into your heart space. Again, and this time breathe up and raise the breath up past the crown, up into the air, and then bring that breath back down, down through the crown, through the throat, through the heart, through the solar plexus and the womb and the root. And then, if you're here too, bring it down through your pelvic area, through your creative center, and down through the floor. Bring that breath back up again, back up. And each time as you inhale and exhale, just fill your heart with your intentions for this day as you go up, and bring that breath up. And this time inhale up, and we're going to go all the way up to the top of the sky. Bring that breath back down, down through the center of the body, down through all of the centers, all of your alignment centers. Exhale down, down into the earth. Let that breath go down through your root, past you, past the floor, down into the earth. And exhale until nothing is left in your breath. And then go ahead and inhale up. And raise that breath all the way up to the cosmos, all the way up to the blackest black of the sky. From the sky with you. Exhale that down, down again. Lock it into your heart and breathe past. Exhale past your heart, down, down into the earth. And drop an anchor down into the earth to hold you and steady you as you do this practice. Fill your heart with that energy and hold. And exhale. And there goes my dog. Good morning. He doesn't want to meditate today. So far, all the other mornings, he's been sitting over there quietly watching. He's over it now. His heart is healed. Alright, so we're going to bring the elbow of the right hand into the liver. So your liver is over here. We're going to press that against the liver, and the right hand, just the forefinger and the thumb are touching here. So press those together and keep this palm facing forward. And the left hand, we're going to bring the left hand up and bring it in front of the heart here. So it's going to be about 4 inches in front of the heart. 4, 5, 6 inches most. You know your own heart space, so you know how much room you need there to just give that cushion of nourishment. And we're going to bring the hand out and then out again. So it's going to be about 4 or 6 inches out, and another 4, and another 4. And the chant we do with this, the chant is Tum Ta Haru. Tum Ta Haru. And if this is your first time tuning in, Tum Ta Haru is a really, really powerful Kemetic chant. And this chant, going in connection with this movement is detoxifying the heart. It pulls all of the stuck energy, all of the old wounded energy, anything that doesn't belong inside the heart space, inside this area, inside the electromagnetic field that the heart gives off. This brings it out of that field and releases it out into the world so that it can go and be recycled. Sometimes energy that's negative inside of us is energy that is helpful, the same way as we exhale breath, and that breath becomes useful for our plants, becomes useful for the trees. They are able to drink that in. There are energies and entities that make use of whatever energies we give off. So we have negative ions. Somebody needs negative ions. We need positive ions. There's something out there that needs positive ions. So we inhale and exhale in this dance of life, and whatever needs the energy that we're giving off will receive it, and whatever energy that we need to draw in from the universe, we're able to draw that energy in. So let's go ahead and we're going to do a few minutes of our heart detoxifier. Let me see what time it is, just so I can see how long we're going to go. Okay, there we go. All right, so I have my timer today, so I'm going to watch the clock. So let's take a deep breath and begin, and go ahead and just set the intention that any energies, any entities that may be hanging around inside of your heart, inside of your home, inside of your space, clinging to anybody in your family who you love, that you're able to cut the ties, cut those ties and release those beings, those entities, and those people who no longer serve you, who no longer belong there, who are no longer serving your upliftment, serving your journey, that the cords can be cut from them and that you can be released and be freed from any karmic energy, from any karmic activity that you're going to have to do in the future, and that all of that can be released. Just set the intention for all of those things to be gone from you as we detox today. Deep breath in, and let's go ahead and begin. Tum ta ru, 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 tum ta ru. Keep your spine nice and tall. Tum ta ru, tum ta ru, tum ta ru, tum ta ru, tum ta ru. Inhale that. Tum ta ru, 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 tum ta ru. Last one, tum ta ru. And bring your hand back in to just in front of your heart. Take a deep breath in and hold. And this time, bring your right hand in and place it over your heart, and bring your left hand on top to support it. And just fill your heart with all of the love that you need, all of the love that you deserve, all of the love that you can hold. And exhale and release any wounds, any pain, any limits, any fear, any lack beliefs that you're still holding in your heart that no longer serve you. Just release those. And just take a few slow, deep breaths to balance your heart. And if you've been with me on this journey, doing this meditation every day, if anything is coming up for you, if any tears come up, just let them flow. If any thoughts come up, if any old memories come up of things that you haven't thought about in a long time but have been resurfaced by doing this meditation, go ahead and just let that energy release itself out of you. Just allow it. Don't block anything. Don't block anything. Just let it release. Let it go. If nothing has come up and you feel stuck and you're wondering, well, why am I doing this? This meditation isn't doing anything for me. I feel like something is there, something I want to come out, but nothing is coming up, nothing is coming out. Allow that too. Allow the space of stillness. Allow movement and flow to happen in their own time without your force, without you forcing anything. energies from outside of us forcing us, setting time for us, giving boundaries for us that aren't the boundaries that we set for ourselves from inside. We have time boundaries that are set by a boss or a job. We have energetic boundaries that are set by expectations from other people. And we have so many things that are set from outside of ourselves that our hearts are constantly pulled in different directions by energies that don't have anything to do with what our hearts really actually want. So allow your heart to, just in this moment, to just be filled with only what you want for yourself. Go to bed, Jake. You see that? He left before the meditation started and he's like, all right, you guys are done. You're so silly. So hold that energy in your heart. Hold the energy of what it is that you want. Connect with your heart and discover what it is that you want for your heart. What it is that you want for yourself. Take this moment, if this time gives you nothing else except time to connect with just the only expectation, the only being you have to serve right now is you. So set that expectation, hold that space for yourself right now. I'm holding space for everybody who shows up here and does this work with me. I'm holding space for everybody. And in the tradition of shamans, when our energy becomes too heavy for us to hold at times, the person, the shaman, the village, the elder who is connected to that space, to that earth energy, and to the people who are holding space there, can pull that energy from everybody and help to solidify that space, help to draw it off of you and to put it down into the earth. So I'm here. If you have nobody else supporting you, if you have nobody else holding space for you, I'm here. When you join me here, I'm holding space for you, and I can pull that energy and hold that energy and just lock that down into the earth, give that back to Mama Earth. But let's go ahead and finish out this meditation and hold this energy, and let's get out of our own way. So the last part of this meditation, so I'm glad I have the camera is up today so that you can actually see how the meditation ends. So we're going to close out by curling our fingers under here and keep the thumbs up. And we draw the hands up into a nice tall spine, into a Y shape. And in this is called the Min-Ab position. This is called the Ego Eradicator Kriya. And we do this position to release ourselves, to get ourselves out of our own way. A lot of times we are the ones in our own way. We are the ones overthinking, holding thought forms in our heart energy, in our heart space that no longer belong there. So when we release our ego and get out of our own way, our heart can get back into balance and connect with that divine energy that is at our core, and move our earthly self that is pulled in all these different directions and connected to all these thought forms and entities and people that aren't serving our journey. And we can release all of that and get out of the way. So let's go ahead and we're going to do a fire breath. And if you don't know, if you're just joining us, fire breath, you're just going to pump your belly. Do sharp breaths through the nose. And just pump that in and out. Just keep your eyes closed and follow the sound of my voice and breathing and the music, and just Inhale deep and hold. And as you inhale, bring the thumbs up. Just bump the thumbs together and open your hands. Hold the breath in. And exhale your hands down, down, down to the floor. And exhale through your mouth. And just release any old stuck heart energy. Just release it out through your arms. Exhale through your shoulders, your neck. Out through your arms, down through the elbows, through the wrists, down through the palms of your hands. And exhale that energy out through your palms, down into the floor. Out, give that energy back to Mama Earth so she can recycle it for you. In the same way the plants recycle our breath. Let Mama Earth just take all of that energy from you, all of that old energy you don't need anymore. And just let her recycle that for you. And the arms and hands are the extensions of the heart. So whenever you need to, just ground yourself. Just put your hands down onto the earth and just exhale any energy that you don't need, any energy that makes your heart feel heavy. Exhale it down through your hands, through your arms, out into the earth. Put your hands, just like we can do earthing through our feet, and realign our energy by walking on grass with bare feet, walking on the rocks and on the soil with bare feet. We can do the same thing by putting our hands down into the soil, putting our hands down into the grass. You can go out into your yard, go out into the backyard, go into a patch of earth, into the park, into the earth, anywhere in the forest, and just put that energy down. So last thing before we close out, this is a really important part of the yogic practice, so I invite you to just lay it down, turn around. I'm going to stay sitting up, but I'm just going to demonstrate for you. Just come on back and just lay down, just lie down, open up your legs, open up your hands with your palms facing up, and just allow your heart energy to open up, just like this. Relaxing your neck into the floor, relaxing the back of your head into the floor, relaxing your butt, relaxing your legs, relaxing your entire body. And just allow yourself to melt into the floor. Yogic practice should never ever just be done and just do your yoga and then just jump up and move away into something else. It is really, really important. And just go ahead and lay there and just listen to the sound of my voice. It is really important. If you're driving, don't try this in your car. If you're already at work, don't try this in your cubicle. But if you are able at all, lie down. You need to hold space. And if you're not able to lie down, just stay in stillness and put one hand over your energetic center, whether that's your womb, your yoni, whether that's over your male parts, whatever you are holding, put your hand over there and just allow yourself to be in stillness, and allow as your heart has been realigned by this detoxifying process, this detoxifying meditation, all of your cells, as your heart beats, it aligns all of your cells in connection with the heartbeat. Your heart sends an electromagnetic frequency out. With every beat, it sends a frequency out like a sonar. It sends that frequency out and it radiates it around your whole entire body and then draws that back in. So as your heart is realigning, as your heart is detoxifying, it's sending that sonar wave out to all of the cells in your body. It's sending messages to your brain to tell your physical vessel that a realignment has taken place. So if you do this meditation and you just jump up and you run away, you're not giving your body the opportunity to get in alignment. So what happens, there becomes a separation between your heart space and what your heart is doing and the rest of your vessel and what your whole rest of your vessel is doing. So allow yourself, it is extremely important to allow yourself rest, space, pause and stillness, that is part of being whole. That is part of being healthy and well. And a lot of times we just jump up and go, jump up and go. Don't ever allow yogic practice, any type of meditative practice, any type of spirit practice that you do should never be just jump up and go. Sometimes we can only do the best we can, but holding yourself in stillness is part of being healthy and well. So just allow yourself that love. Sometimes giving yourself the gift of time is the greatest gift of self-love you can give yourself in a whole day. Even if there's nothing else that you can do, no other resources that you have, we have a choice and we can give ourselves time. Whatever it is that we choose to give ourselves is a reflection of how much we love ourselves. So the amount of time you give yourself is a reflection of your self-love. The amount of money you put in your savings and hold for yourself is a reflection of your self-love. The amount of space, the amount of boundaries you give yourself so that all the people around you can learn how to treat you is a reflection of your self-love. All of the things we give ourselves, whether they're tangible and physical or whether they're energetic, the amount that we give ourselves is a reflection of our self-love. So make sure you take pause and think about that and just give yourself the love that you need. We're all born here. We come from a dimension of love, and we come down to this earth plane in a state of forgetfulness, and we forget that we are beings of love. But we come down here, and the very first essence, the very first sign that we even exist in this realm is a heartbeat. Right after conception, the first thing that happens is the heart begins to beat. The very first thing, after the cluster forms, after you become an actual being, the very first thing that takes place before you have a brain, before you have a spine, before you have hands and feet and eyes, before you have anything, the first thing that you have is a heart, the first organ that develops. So that's our connection. That heartbeat is our connection to that realm and to this realm. Because the way we come to serve the world is a reflection of how we arrived here, what level of love, what state of love or what state of forgetfulness we arrived in. So we're constantly moving back to a state of remembering the being of love that we actually are. And for me, coming back on this journey, I spent so long off of social media. And if you're ready to get back up, I go ahead and invite you to get back up or stay laying down if it feels comfortable and if you're able. But as I was getting back on this journey, I spent a long time. I took a long social media fast, and I went inward to work on myself because I had fallen so out of balance with my own boundaries and with being pulled in different directions because my heart came here to serve. I came here to serve with love, and I was serving everybody and I wasn't serving myself. And we can't do that, no matter how good our intentions are, no matter how pure our intentions are. We came here to give ourselves the same love that we give to everybody else. Coming down here into this vessel deserves love. We need to treat it with love. The beings immediately around us deserve love. So we come here to do work, and a lot of times when we have these great visions of how we want to serve the world, we forget about the basic things that are right there. We forget to serve ourselves. And a lot of us, especially as women, we're taught that if we, and also men too, men are taught to be providers and that they're supposed to work endlessly and struggle and give a woman everything she's supposed to have and everything that she wants, and neglecting himself. So a lot of men are overworking themselves and giving all this time and energy away so that they can provide for their family, provide for their loved ones, and they're made to feel as less of a man if they're not providing. And their self-love comes first too. Men, your love comes first. You have to love yourself first. Women, there's so many times, especially in the way the world, the way the family units have been broken down, there are so many women who are taking care of families on their own, whose hearts are pulled in different directions. If you have more than one child, then you have so many directions that your heart is being pulled in. And we need still, and we feel like it's honorable. We're taught that an honorable woman, that a person who's good, puts their family before themselves, puts their children before themselves. And that's not true. That is a myth that we have been taught to take us out of ourselves. Your children do not deserve you more than you deserve you. Your family does not deserve you more than you deserve you. Your friends do not deserve you more than you deserve you. You owe you everything. You owe you first. Fill your cup. Fill your cup. And then allow the extra. And it is a very, very difficult habit to break. It is very difficult to break that habit. I'm the oldest of 4 siblings. And in our house, in our home, I was taught that it was my job to just take care of everybody, especially there was a bigger age gap. So I had to behave in a way that set a good example, and I had to help check homework, and I had to stay in sometimes when I wanted to be with friends so that I could babysit. And I was constantly taught that there was something wrong with me if I put my needs first, if I put my needs at all. I was supposed to bring honor to the family by, getting straight A's and going to college and, being what my parents wanted me to be. And I was supposed to do the best for my siblings. And all of the energy that it was always about serving others. And I know who I am. I came to earth to serve. But I was taught that so deeply, it became so deeply ingrained in me that I completely forgot to serve myself. And I spent a very long life of giving my heart away to everybody around me, pouring my heart energy into other people and other beings, and giving nothing back to myself, and thinking that I was doing right, thinking that I was being honorable. And that's not honorable. All you do if you give your heart away to everybody else is make yourself sick, and then you don't serve yourself, and you cannot serve others. They use this example constantly. When you're on the plane and the oxygen masks drop down, you're supposed to serve yourself first, and once you have enough oxygen to fill you, then you take care of other people. Then you take care of who's next to you. That's the way your heart is supposed to serve the world. You draw energy down into your heart. Serve your heart first by doing the things your heart needs. Whatever that is, whatever that self-care looks like to you. And I talk about self-care on so many different levels. A lot of times we think self-care is about taking a hot bath or, having the kids go stay with dad for the weekend. And self-care is all the levels. Self-care is physical, it's energetic, it's financial, it's familial. Having boundaries is self-care. Taking a bubble bath is not the only form of self-care. Like I've mentioned before, having a healthy savings account is self-care. Having your things in order, having your space clean and tidy and neat is self-care. You're wasting your time. Every time you have to go look for something inside of some messy pile in your home, in your space or in your workspace, every time you do that, you're wasting your time. You're clogging the energy. You're not allowing energy to flow and move through your space. Like, you owe yourself that. You owe yourself beauty in here. You owe yourself to stop eating chemicals and food that's been in a microwave, radiated, chemicalized foods. You owe yourself divine food that comes from the earth. It's difficult to get divine foods if you live in a suburbs or an urban setting, but it can be done. You can get the closest that you can get is how much you owe yourself. The closest that you can get. All we can do is the best we can. You owe yourself clean, healthy, divine food. You owe yourself the exercise. You owe yourself movement and flow and life force channeling through you. You owe yourself everything. So begin. As you detoxify, as you go through this process, as we go through this moon cycle and cleanse these things out, think about all the ways that you have been neglecting yourself, that you've been neglecting your heart space, and fill yourself. Show yourself love by giving yourself those things, by giving yourself the right dietary things, by giving yourself the right exercise, energy, movement, and flow, by giving yourself savings, setting aside. If you have to set aside, if your budget is so tight that you can set aside $1 a week, the motion, the movement, the action of setting aside something for yourself, the energy of that will be received by the universe, and it will begin to snowball and grow. And if you don't believe me, just try it. Just try it. Literally, if you have nothing more to save than $1 a week, put aside $1 a week. Put it away in something that is like, this is for me. This is a symbol of my love for myself. I am going to fill my savings account so that anytime something happens, my car breaks down, my refrigerator needs repair, like something in my life, there's some kind of emergency that I have that I don't have to take away from myself. that I can go right into this self-love that I set aside for myself, and I can use that to easily resolve any problems that pop up in my life. And just start setting that aside for yourself, just a little bit. And as you see, and as that starts to snowball, you'll see, as it starts to get bigger and bigger, it will snowball, and the energy, the universe answers that energy back. The universe answers the energy of when you give to yourself. Because when you give to yourself, it's showing self-love, and then that becomes gratitude, and then it expands out, and that gratitude becomes a bigger space. It becomes an energetic frequency radiating from your heart that the universe answers and provides you more of what it is you're grateful for. As you see the things, as you take care of yourself, and you feel taken care of, even if there is nobody else in your life supporting you, giving you love, showing you love right now, even if you feel angry at everybody for leaving you behind, for not checking on you, for not doing things for you that you need, loving you in the way that you need, do it for yourself. I send myself presents. I sent myself a gift the other day. I ordered myself some perfume online, and when I ordered the perfume, I got it comes with a little card, like with a little gift card, like a little optional gift card. And I wrote on the little optional gift card, "Hey, I love you," so that when I receive the card and the gift, that I could remind me that I love me. It may sound silly, but there are acts of love, like something like that. It would have never occurred to me. There's a point in my life it would have never occurred to me to do something like that, to show myself just a little silly, simple act of self-love. But just to see it there, it's there written. When I took that out in my hand, and even if in that moment, when it arrived in the mail, if in that moment I wasn't thinking about, I love me, when I opened that up, and oh yeah, that's right, I wrote that on that card. You know what? I do love me. And you can fill yourself with these reminders. Don't ever feel like it's silly or stupid or selfish to show yourself self-love in any way. And the more that you do it, the more joy and gratitude that you're going to feel. And the more joy and gratitude you feel, like I said, the universe begins to answer that back by providing more of whatever it is you feel joyful about. When you start to support yourself, when you send yourself little love notes, when you send yourself mental messages of self-love, when you start to put aside something in your bank account to show that you love yourself, when you start to put food in your body that shows that you love yourself, when you start going to bed at an hour that shows that you care about this vessel renewing itself, when you start to do those things for yourself, you automatically move into this state of this vibration of such beauty that it's not possible to get anything back except more beauty. That's what comes to you, is whatever you are, whatever you are. If you vibrate exhaustion every day, tiredness every day, confusion every day, that's exactly what the universe will vibrate with you. The vibrate is like a 401k plan from your job. Like, they'll match you, whatever you put into your plan, that's what they're going to put that into. If you put in $5, they're going to put in $5. If you put in $100, they're going to have to put in $100 too, because that's how the contract goes for the plan. So give to yourself, pour into your plan exactly what it is that you want. Pour into your plan. Take these heart detoxifying meditation days, this next moon cycle that we're doing this on, and take that and reset yourself. Think of all the ways where you are not giving yourself love, and remember to do that first. It took me a very long life process to realize that I owed myself love, and to be able to give myself love without feeling guilty about it. I was made to feel ashamed, to feel guilty, to feel like I was less than, that I wasn't being a good person or a good sister or a good partner if I gave to myself first. I walked into adulthood believing that lie. And that lie wasn't forced on me by my parents because they wanted something bad for me. That's the lie that they were told, that they were taught, that they believed in also. So I came to break cycles. I came to break karmic cycles, to clean things out and to remove things that no longer serve me, no longer serve my family, no longer serve my bloodline, and no longer serve the world as a whole. So those things had to go. All the lies got to cut through. The lies have to go. And the first lie that we need to get rid of is the lie that something outside of us we owe it more than we owe ourselves. Take care of you first. So I'm going to leave you guys with that message for today. And I'm so So grateful that you guys were here. I'm so grateful that you joined me. And before I was finishing, before I went on that long circle around what I was saying, I was saying that like I took this long social media break because I was pouring out into the world so much and not filling myself, that I became so depleted and that I became sick. So I went into this cocoon for the last few years and had to really reset. All of this thing that I'm telling you to do today is what I have spent the last few years doing for myself. And I went from being broke and exhausted and alone and feeling unsupported to being to building my wealth and finding a partner of my dreams and developing a life that I actually really, really love living. And I had to go within. I had to shut out the rest of the world as much as possible. And that's difficult, as people, especially anybody on here who's a creator, that our work involves getting us out there with being out and connecting. Those of us who are healers, our vision, our mission is to be in service to the world. So to have to go into a cocoon was painful for me because I felt like I wasn't serving my mission. And then at some point in that journey, I realized that I was serving the mission by serving myself, by healing myself, by going all the way down to the bottom, by falling all the way off, and then standing back up again. And you discover who is there to support you, who is there to hold you, that people actually want to see you rise. A lot of us are living this lie that it's just, the world is just full of haters and that nobody wants to see us rise. If that's who you're attracting, if that's who is in your energy field, then there's still something sad and something stuck. And those old limiting beliefs, even if it's just those limiting beliefs that the world is full of haters and that nobody is there to support you. The world is full of people who want to support you and want to see you win. So connect yourself, cleanse yourself, clean out all the old wounds, and give yourself the space to find those people, to find that path, to find that journey, so that you can connect with the best life that you came here to live. We just came here to live in joy. We came here to live in our hearts in a space of gratitude and abundance and joy. That's literally the only mission. We're all here just for that. So thank you all. Thank you for being here with me. And I wish that for each and every one of you. You guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much. And I will see you tomorrow morning. Lots of love.